Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be making a fairly busy set, but for me the busier the better. I love when there's a lot going on in a set, so yeah, I just love this set so much. So starting off, I'm going to show you guys the gel polishes I'll be using. We've got a bit of a mixture. We've got some Semilac, Vanillisa and some Macart. Starting off, we've got the shade 536 and it's this deep purple. So this is going to be the darkest purple that we will be using in today's set. I managed to make a big old mess there. Just please ignore that bit. But I'm just showing you guys the color. It's just this deep purple. So we've got different kind of gradients of purple. So this one's called Taro Milk and this one's from Vanillisa. And this one is probably the most lightest shade of purple. Yeah, really nice, cool, toned purple. And then the Macart gel polish is I want to say like the medium shade of purple, but that one is a bit more on the pinkier side. It's got a few pinky undertones, and the other one has a bit more of the kind of cooler, bluer undertones in the purple, if that makes sense. I guess when it comes to these, it's probably like whatever colors you kind of want. You don't have to do purple. You could do pinks or blues. Yeah, whatever kind of colors you have, really. So those were the gel polishes that are going to star in today's set. We are going to use some glitter. We've got some purple butterflies and also some light purple glittery chunks. We'll also be doing some stamping and we'll be using my Born Pretty plate as well as my Born Pretty polish to do some stamping. And kicking right off with the nail set, we are going to start off with probably the easier nail out of them all, which I normally like to start off with, and we're going to do a sugar nail. So I'm going in with the Vanillisa color, and I'm just going to apply the first layer, and as you can see, it's fairly sheer, but it leveled out beautifully. And I'm going in with my second layer after it's cured, and then we are going to sugar that nail. And if you watch me, I do quite a few sugared nails, so I'm just going to do my standard where I'm not going to cure the second layer. I'm just going to apply the glitter on top of that second layer of gel polish, and then once it's all covered, we'll be able to pop it into the lamp and cure it. So that'll be our first nail in our very busy set today. I don't know, it's just something about sugared nails for me. I've just been loving them in every single set, especially since I like busier sets, so whenever there's just a plain color nail, it just bothers me. There has to just be something going on, so applying the glitter is probably one of those things that kind of completes me in a set where it feels like there's more going on than there actually probably is. So since that nail is back on the stand, we can work on our second nail, and with the second nail we are going in with that Vanillisa color once again, and we are going to apply, I believe I applied 3 coats there just because of how sheer it was coming up with. And for this one, I decided to go and kick it off with some crystals. And as you can probably tell by the amount of little pots I have on the table, it's going to be a fairly busy crystal kind of nail. I have been trying to go on Pinterest. I've been trying to look into different crystal placements to get a bit more creative. And it's literally been the best. So if you guys are struggling with crystal placements, go on Pinterest and it's been literally amazing. Oh, I dropped my little butterfly and I had to get it out. Yeah, literally amazing. Like, go ahead, go pop onto Pinterest and you will not literally be disappointed. It's been the best thing I've done so far. I think I came across 2 different positions and I tried them out and they've been beautiful. I've loved how they looked, and it's so nice because we have these crystals and there's so much we can actually do with them that we don't even realize. I found myself always looking at other people's and they would always look so beautiful on nails, but when I go ahead and I play about with crystals, I would always end up doing some simple sets and it would never look as beautiful as other people's. So doing these little Pinterest searches have literally been massive lifesaver. Sometimes all you need to have is just different sized AB crystals and you can still create a beautiful set with that. You don't need any crazy shapes. I know in this one in particular I have that butterfly shape, but literally you don't need anything crazy. Go pop onto Pinterest and it will literally expand your crystal knowledge. I know there's also some people who offer crystal courses, which I would also be so down to do. I don't actually know who does them. I know Natalie Mugridge. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered her name, I'm so sorry, but she does amazing videos on YouTube, and I know she's once upon a time mentioned a crystal placement kind of course, but I can't remember who it was with or anything, but if there was one, I would so be down to do that. So I don't know if you saw, but I actually stopped there for a second and I cured what I've got already because I didn't want it moving. And we are going to now do almost like, I wanted to do a bit more of a caviar bead kind of look. So I popped 2 crystals on either side of that butterfly, which you will see now. We're going to put a big one, and then next to it we're going to put a slightly smaller size, and then the rest of where I've put that Macart rhinestone glue gel, we're going to pop the caviar beads on there. And it's such a, you could say it's kind of a simple set. The problem with these kind of nails, there is quite a lot of work you have to put into them. I have noticed, so if you're feeling lazy one day, I probably wouldn't recommend a nail crystal design like that, although the final results are so worth it in my opinion. They're beautiful, I love how they look, and it's just been dragging me onto Pinterest more and more every day to just find out new crystal placement ideas and just recreate them and see how they look. So this is what it's looking like so far. We've got 2 nails down, we've got 3 more to go. And we're already 5 minutes in. Normally I'm almost done with the set, and we've got another 3 nails. So starting off with our next nail, we are going to apply the Macart gel polish this time. And we're going to pop it across the whole nail. And once again, we are going to do 2 coats. I think the majority of the video, I've been doing 2 coats off camera, I think. The second coat anyways. And then once we are happy, and there's the 2 coats, we are going to pop in with some base coat, and I'm going to use the base coat as almost like a glue layer to the the glitters we're about to place onto the nail. And usually if you do this for a client, you'll probably want to go in over it with a builder gel, but since I'm just doing it for the video today, I am going to just top coat it later. I'm not worried about it being bumpy, but normally clients probably don't really want it to be sticking out or anything like that, so I would advise going over it with something just so it's not as bumpy and gritty. So I am going in with my little crystal picker upper, and I'm going into that glitter, and I'm just placing it in random areas. There's no way about it. I found it quite difficult actually to pick up the little chunks. I was trying all sorts of different methods. At the beginning I had a little nail art brush, and then I go in with my wax pen, and now I'm going in with a dotting tool. I was literally trying it all. And then it doesn't have to be too concentrated. Wherever kind of there's a gap, and then in between the gaps that there already are, after applying the glitter, we are going to go in with our butterflies, and I'm just placing it just enough to not be too much, but enough so you can see them essentially. I don't know if that makes any sort of sense, but you'll see where it's not too many, where it's like way too much, where it's just like literally just butterflies everywhere, but enough to kind of make them apparent. I don't know. So this is what it's looking like, and that's kind of how I decided to leave it when it comes to the butterflies and the crystals. And once again, once this gets cured, we are just going to have to top coat it, and that's going to be our last little to-do list right at the end of the video. But before then, we still have to do 2 more nails, one of which is going to be an ombre with some stamping, and the other nail is going to be a bit more of the butterflies and the glitters on there too, and involved with some stamping as well. So I'm so sorry if you guys don't like stamping. I've been into a massive stamping frenzy recently, so sorry, but if you don't like it, I would advise you try it again, because honestly I didn't like it at first. I really didn't like it. I thought it was so messy, and the more I've played with it, the more I'm loving it, the more I'm trying to get more different crazy plates. Just, I don't know, I just feel like nail the cows and stamping plates and all that kind of stuff really expands my creativity, just because I'm not that good with nail art. Like, I can't draw everything, but the moment you have a stamping plate with maybe a holiday theme, you instantly can make a beautiful set, not even having to know how to do any nail art. It's just amazing, and it inspires you as well. You can do nail designs inspired by plates, which is really nice and creative and stuff, so definitely recommend. So now it's time for our 4th nail now. So we're going in with that Semilac gel polish, and as you can see, it is the darkest shade. It's got that very blue undertone to this one, but I really like it. And then we've already done the 2 layers, and once again we are going in with our base coat, and we're going to do a very similar thing to that other glitter nail. However, the way we place our butterflies and glitter is going to be very specific. So we're almost going to do like a little swoosh effect going across the nail, but rather than doing it with crystals, we're going to do it with the glitter. So we're going to pop a few glitters and a few butterflies around, and then we are just going to follow that line I'm about to do with the butterflies with the crystals, with the glitter, and then that's kind of the nail done. So once it gets cured later on, I think I actually ended up going with another base coat on top of that before I wiped off the tacky layer, and then we are going to go ahead and do some stamping on this nail. But I don't know, I just really like, I hope you guys really like this set because I absolutely love it. I love it. I just feel like every time I look at it, I just want to recreate it in different colors. I love butterflies, so I'm also really sorry. I feel like recently I've been so into butterflies that I hope that I'm able to film a few nails without butterflies so that you guys are not just bombarded with pure butterfly nail designs every single video that I post. I'll try and make it a bit more, I don't know, mix and matchy, not that you have butterflies every day. So I've cured the nail and I'm going in with another layer of base coat. We are going to cure that again, and the reason I did that is because the surface was super bumpy and I wanted it a bit less so I can still stamp on it. So I'm going in with a nail cleaner and wiping that tacky layer off, and then it's time for some stamping. And on my stamping plate there was this little butterfly that I really liked. The top bit of the butterfly was like a butterfly, and then as you went down the butterfly it started to have almost like the butterfly started to fade. It had these little dots and I thought it was so cute and matched what I was trying to achieve on that nail, so I decided to go in with that stamping. And as you can see, you don't need a lot. The Born Pretty stamping plates are absolutely amazing. The polish itself is phenomenal. If you're not into stamping or you're new, I would really recommend this, just because if you are going to waste a lot of polish trying to master how to do it, I would recommend this just because it is really good and incredibly affordable. I have some Born Pretty, also very, very good. I would recommend that one too, but for beginners I'd say Born Pretty. Even to this day, as much as I like my Born Pretty, the clear jelly, I'm still like picking Born Pretty over clear jelly for sure. The only downfall is that I don't think Born Pretty have that many colors and clear jelly does. So of course if you want that variety in color, clear jelly is the one, and Born Pretty is probably the more of the easiest one probably to use in my opinion anyways. So we are now on our final nail, and as you saw I applied a layer of white. We cured that one, and now we're going in with our sponge and we're going to do a 3-layer ombre. So I popped the Semilac at the top, the middle one is Venalisa, and then the very bottom one is Macart. And once you dab it on, you are going to have to pop some clear acrylic on top of it. Once it's done, cure it, and then when it's back out again, go ahead again with your sponge, dab away, and just repeat this process until you're essentially happy with the ombre you've got. I think I did this about 4 times, so nothing too crazy. The layers unpick themselves, which is amazing, and you get a super cute, flawless ombre. Amazing. Literally the best thing I've ever done. I've just been drawn to ombres now since I've figured out this method. So now that it is cured, I'm going in with a nail cleaner and a wipe, and I'm just wiping off that tacky layer once again because we are about to stamp on that nail. And I just picked a random butterfly nail design on there. As you can see, they're all very beautiful. I think I decided to pick the top left corner. Yeah, that one there, and I ended up going with a scraper. I pick it up with my clear jelly stamper, and then I am placing it onto the nail. You can see that I'm using my scraper to actually take off any little designs that went onto the jelly that I didn't need. So this is what it's looking like. And then I'm also using my Glitter Bells Unbelievable Gels in the shade white to do some dotted nail art on the nail. So I felt like it was giving me kind of space vibes, like a butterfly space vibe. So I went in with my dotting tool and I was dipping into that white, and I was just placing it without any kind of method, just anywhere to cover up the nail a bit more and kind of give that spacey vibe, that almost like it's in the sky or in space, and the dots are kind of the stars maybe. That was kind of the idea behind it. I don't know if it fully looks that way, but that was kind of the idea. So that's what it's looking like, and we're almost done with the set now. So this is what it's looking like. I'm going to pop the whole set into the lamp now. Everything is cured, and as usual, the very last step we have is to top coat. I am using my Glitter Bells nail up top coat, and I'm just going to pop that across all of those nails. And then once that's applied, we can pop it into the lamp, and then we can see our final results. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know. I do have a few matte nails coming up just because I am running out of that top coat, and I am still waiting for a top up of some new ones coming in. So apologies for that. I hope you guys are like some matte top coated nails. Essentially, I don't think I've done any matte in a few videos now, so it might be a nice little change on the channel just to do a few matte ones. And I do also have a few press-on nail shaped videos coming for designs, because as much as I know that you can look at these and recreate it on a press-on nail, you still might be that scary feeling of you don't know how it's going to end up looking on a press-on nail. So I have a few nail designs that I'm going to recreate, like my good old days of videos that I used to do, where I was doing all of my nail designs on proper press-on nail shapes and sizes. So I do have a few of those coming up as well, in case you missed those, because I do sometimes. As much as I love these because you can get so creative, I do still miss my press-on nail little shapes and sizes. I feel like they were so cute now, and I do so many long nail kind of designs now that when I go back to doing a press-on nail, I feel like they're so tiny and little cute little nails. But back when I used to do press-on nails all the time only, it felt like they were the big nails that I was working on. So this is what it's looking like. It's gone into the lamp, and here are our final results. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. If you end up recreating it, let me know. I would love to see it and follow you guys back. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.